sports fanatic. His name is Tyrus. Tyrus, tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever, and talk about what you do. I mean, you're intern and all that. Just tell everybody about yourself.
Absolutely. So my name is Tyrus Filson. I'm from Odenton, Maryland. I'm currently a junior at Bowie State University, majoring in communications with a concentration in broadcast journalism. I'm pleased to be on the show today, and I make sports content. I'm a sports fanatic, like she said. The Fourth and Goal Sports Show on YouTube and Instagram. Fourth and Goal _sports on Instagram. Big Commanders fan. Love football. So yeah.
Do you like anybody else besides the Commanders? Because our Commanders has been losing like crazy. I still have this shirt and everything like that. The shirt, we always want a Commanders fan. I'm not going to bail on them. But I just hope that they can do better because, a lot of their star players have been very sickly or injured or something like that.
Yes.
And a lot of times those things, especially when they have those type of injuries, it take a while for them to get well and to heal. And if you put them out there too soon, re-injury. Do you think we have anybody who can help the Commanders at this point with Jaden being out and some other ones being out, the injured? Do you think we have anybody else who can help us to win?
Absolutely. I think we saw it on Sunday night. Terry McLaurin stepped up big. His return was felt. It was awesome to see him back. Marcus Mariota played probably one of his best games, on the leaderboards for one of the most passing yards for this specific week in the season. Mm-hmm. But at this point, I think Commanders fans have to be realistic. Jaden Daniels, his injury has affected this season. Terry McLaurin's injuries has affected this season. The team overall has been riddled with injuries. At this point, the team pretty much is eliminated from playoff contention, but we should still root for the team to get some wins, but really the focus should be on what will the team be looking to with NFL free agency and the draft.
We're always rooting for our Commanders. It's also a pleasure I've gone to Ashburn or Virginia where the background people are, and I'm a licensed massage therapist, and so they love massages and different things like that as far as that goes. So we love the Commanders, and we're hoping for them to come back to DC. That might be a couple of years to get that together, but that would be really, really good. Is there any other team that you like besides the Commanders?
Absolutely. So I'm a fan of the Wizards, the Commanders. I also keep up with the Ravens as well, just supporting the whole DMV.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. That's very good. Again, this is Tyrus, and hopefully he'll come to join us sometimes. We will see, because he's very astute, and that's what we're looking for, someone who's very astute in sports, not only football, the NFL, but also baseball, basketball. There are other sports. There's so many different other sports, and we would love for that to be well-rounded as far as that goes. To look at the different games and everything, especially here in DC, the DMV area, which will include Baltimore as well. So yeah, I like Baltimore as well as those teams that are out there as well. Sometimes they're doing a little bit better than we are here, to be honest. But we do have the Spirits. They're doing very, very, very good. And so at least we got somebody who's winning and a winning team, and they seem like this bunch of girls, and they're doing their thing. When we're doing podcasting, you always got to have a plan A, plan B, plan C, Plan D, E, whatever. It goes on and on and on as far as that goes. But anyway, we could talk more with Tyrus, and we could talk about some other things as far as going on in the sports world. Things happen for a reason. Look, I tell you the truth. God works in mysterious ways. Let me tell you the truth. Here's Tyrus. Tyrus, can you talk a little bit else some more about, like, even with basketball? There's some basketball stuff that's going on. Talk about that.
Yeah, so the Washington Wizards, to my Wizards fans out there, it's been tough. General manager for the Wizards, he's drafting good talent, young talent. He's trading for young talent. So at this point, we're still rebuilding. We're acquiring young talent, and they're developing, and that's what we have to look forward to. It may not be this year. It may not be next year. But You have to be patient with the rebuild because you have to see it through. Think about the long term. I think the Wizards, they have a bright future. And I know that's not easy to really believe with what's going on right now. They're looking pretty bad, but they have a bright future ahead. I'm confident. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to say this, for DC, it's always something, and of course we go through a lot of things. This year hasn't been a really good year for DC as a whole, and been different problems and different things like that's been going on. And sometimes that thing just reflects other things, and it causes other things to say, okay, this is not our year.
Yes.
But the prayer is next year, hopefully, will be our year. Because we have our Commander shirt. We love to wear it as far as that goes. We love the shirts and the colors and everything like that. And also I want to get something maybe for if we're basketball, female basketball as well. Get some shirts and everything just to say that, we are in DC, we want to represent. Now, mayor here, she's, I think what they said is that she's not going to go for another term. She's going to just forget it. She's going to step down. It's been probably too much for her because there's been a whole lot going on. How are we doing? What about baseball? Talk about that. Is anything like going on as far as anything in the baseball?
Oh yeah, so it's off season now for the baseball, MLB. The World Series was honestly amazing to watch. The Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. It was a very, very, very interesting World Series. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, you missed out. I know a lot of people are focused on NFL, focused on NBA. MLB World Series was really a must-see event. Shohei Ohtani balled out. The Dodgers really started the series off where it was like, oh shoot, the Blue Jays really are right there. They're punching back. Everybody saw the Dodgers winning, which they did, but how it started and how it finished, and obviously in between, nobody really saw that coming. So it made out to be one of the greatest World Series that I've personally ever watched. Shohei Ohtani is really making his case as one of the greatest baseball players ever.
What about the Ravens? The DMV, we want to always include Baltimore, even though Baltimore may say they're not considered DMV. It's something about the Baltimore crew. They say, no, we're not DMV, we're Baltimore. They love to be way out there. But what about the Ravens as far as that goes?
Yes, so when it comes to the Ravens this year, it's honestly been very tough. Same way with the Commanders, they've had a lot of injuries, but they're now starting to get some guys back. They have their franchise quarterback back, Lamar Jackson. We saw last week, a struggle, a very, very unfortunate loss that you really expected. Everybody expected the Ravens to get that W versus the Cincinnati Bengals, and you come up short. Very, very lackadaisical on the Ravens' part. The team looked out of place, but going into this week, it's a must-win game for the Baltimore Ravens. This fan base expects the playoffs, and when it comes to division rivalry games, this is probably the biggest one in recent memory because it's between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams are in a spot where they have to get into the playoffs. This is a must-win game for both, and whatever team loses, it puts them in a very, very tough position to where it's probably likely that they won't make the playoffs. Must-win game.
Must-win game.
Must-win.
Do you think they know that?
I think the Ravens do know that. I think in their locker room, they're probably speaking to each other like, look, we have to get it together, starting with the leader, Lamar Jackson, because he's the quarterback. He's the franchise guy. He is the pride of the Baltimore Ravens. When you think of the Baltimore Ravens, who do you think of currently on the roster? You think of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, for the past few weeks, he's been struggling. I think in large part that's due to the fact that he's still struggling with the injury, but he's playing through it. He's a tough player. But at the end of the day, looking at the stats that he's had, 0 touchdowns in the last 3 games, it's unacceptable. It starts with him. He has to be better. I'm
happy for Tyrus being here. I'll tell you, he's a lifesaver. Let me tell you, it's supposed to go like a certain way. And it went this way because it was supposed to go this way. And we were supposed to introduce Tyrus to our show and everything like that. So to God be the glory. God does all things well. I tell you, let me say this. Tyrus is a jewel. We're so happy to have him, and he is still in school and everything like that, and he'll be finishing up, I guess, soon enough. But that time just goes, it really does. But give us some more words, Tyrus, in regards to that. We still got a couple of more minutes or whatever like that, but is anything else that you want the people to know even about you?
Yeah, so, I'm a dedicated student. Recently, spring semester, I made Dean's List, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, you're smart.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I'm trying to repeat that and, just continue to accomplish things. I'm also a student worker at Bowie State University. Shout out Thurgood Marshall Library. It's provided a safe space for me. And shout out all my people over there, Mr. Audie and Miss Amber. They've definitely been great at mentoring me on the job and just mentoring me as a student and helping me in so many ways. So shout out to them. But truly, I'm trying to expand Fourth and Goal Sports. I've been fortunate enough recently to go to a media event for Anne Arundel County Imagine an Athlete Basketball Media Day. And I got to speak to student athletes in high school and their coaches, the girls and boys basketball teams.
Awesome.
So that was a cool event, and it helped me to increase some of my viewership, increase some of my followers on my channel, and I want to say shout out to you guys, and we're going to continue to grow, and new content is on the way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You are doing it. Wow. And then after you finish school, though, what's your plan? Are you going to still do the podcasting, or what is it that you would like to do? What's on your bucket list?
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to continue to build my own brand with Fourth and Goal Sports. So I'm definitely going to continue on. I won't stop with that. I'll keep going, and whatever things I get into in the near future, I always keep that as my original space, and just be open to new avenues, be open to new opportunities, and I'm really excited for this next chapter.
That's awesome. Isn't that awesome? I tell you the truth. And that time just goes. Like I said, God does all things well.